Welcome dear students of class 11th. Today we will start chapter number 3, that is discovering truth. The saga continues. In today's lesson we will discuss its theme, discovering truth, introduction, and its summary. Dear students, discovering truth, the saga continues is a chapter that gives us an in-depth insight of Tutankhamun, the last ruler of the powerful Pharaoh dynasty in Egypt. He was a teenager when he died, and his death was mystery. Some speculated that he was murdered. He ruled in Egypt and its empire for centuries. Now, theme. Dear students, the story Discovering Truth, the saga continues, is a description of the exploration conducted by a team of researchers. It gives the account of struggles the team faces to unravel the mystery of the death of a teen age ruler, King Tut. Now it is introduction. Discovering Truth, the saga continues. Introduction of the lesson. It is written by A.R. Williams. The chapter is about the last successor of the powerful Pharaoh dynasty. जो लास्ट सक्सेसर है पावरफुल फेरो डायनास्टी का, जिसका नाम था टुटनखामुन, हु डाइड व्हेन ही वाज अ टीनेजर. वो टीनेजर में ही था जब वो मर गया. आफ्टर रूलिंग फॉर 9 years, उसने 9 years रूल किया और उसके बाद उसकी जो डेथ थी दैट वाज मिस्ट्री. ही डाइड इन ए मिस्टीरियस वे. उसकी जो डेथ थी दैट वाज मिस्टीरियस. This chapter throws light over all possible mysteries. The curse where his tomb lies, his life and untimely death. इस चैप्टर में पूरी लाइट है उसके जो all possible mysteries है. The curse, the where his tomb lies, his life and ultimately death. Egyptians believe that there is life after death. इजिप्टियंस के लोग जो हैं वो ये बिलीव करते हैं कि डेथ के बाद और एक ज़िंदगी है. एंड दैट इज़ द रीज़न वाई द फेरोज़ वायर बोरीड विद वेल्थ. इसलिए जो फेरोज़ थे वो दे वर बोरीड विद वेल्थ एंड एवरीडे यूज आइटम्स. डिस्कवरिंग द सागा कंटिन्यू समरी. Discovering Truth, the saga continues. Now it is summary of the chapter, summary of the lesson number 3. Discovering Truth, the saga continues. ताकि हम ये अंडरस्टैंड हो जाए उसके बाद हम इसको पढ़ेंगे. Discovering Truth, the saga continues is a chapter that gives us an in-depth insight of Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun, the last ruler of the powerful फ़ारो डायनास्टी इन इजिप्ट. फ़ारो डायनास्टी जो है इसमें जो लास्ट पावरफुल रूलर था दैट वाज टुटनखामुन. निक नेम जिसका नाम था टुट. ही वाज अ टीन एजर. उसकी एज थी टीन एजर एंड 19 बिटवीन he was in 19, that is 11 to 19 when he died, and his death was a mystery. उसकी जो डेथ थी that was mystery. Some speculated that he was murdered. कुछ लोग ये speculations करते हैं कि उसकी मर्डर हो गई है, वो मारा गया है, उसका कत्ल हुआ है. He ruled in Egypt and its empire for centuries. In 1922 his tomb was discovered by Howard Carter, a British archaeologist. He ruled in Egypt and its empires for centuries. In 1922 his tomb was discovered by Howard Carter, a British archaeologist. After archaeologist British का था तो उसी ने इसकी जो टॉम है उसको डिस्कवर किया. He was after 8 years he was taken from his resting place for CT scan. 80 साल यानी 80 साल के बाद उसकी जो बॉडी है वो वहाँ से निकाली गई और फिर CT स्कैन के लिए ली गई. Which affords to solve the mystery of his life and death by creating a forensic reconstruction. तो फॉरेंसिक लेबॉर्ट्री में उसका टेस्ट किया जाए और उसकी जो मिस्ट्री ऑफ डेथ लाइफ है और डेथ है जो उसमें शक था वो निकाला जाए कि कैसे हुआ, इसकी डेथ कैसे हो गई. So Tut's father or grandfather Amen Hotep Amenhotep III was a very powerful pharaoh who ruled over a period of 40 years, जिसने तकरीबन 40 साल पावरफुल फारो डायनास्टी जो थी उसने जो यहाँ पे रूल किया फॉर ए पीरियड ऑफ 40 years, जिसका यानी टुटस फादर और ग्रैंड फादर Amenhotep III was a powerful pharaoh who ruled over a period of 40 years. His son Amenhotep IV thrived him and began the strangest period in the history of Egypt. He promoted the worship of Aten, the sun disk. वो किसने प्रमोट यानी उसने क्या प्रमोट किया, किसकी बात की जाए, एटेन, दैट मीन्स द सन की. He changed his name to Akhenaten, Akhenaten, meaning servants of Athens. Athens means the sun. He also moved the religious capital from Thebes to the new city of Akhenaten called Amarna. Further, he attacked Amun. उसने फिर अटैक किया अमन को. The gods smashed his images and closed his temples. Another mysterious ruler succeeded him who died soon. Next, Tutankhamun, also known as Tut, sat on the throne and ruled for 9 years. फिर उसने उसके बाद ये जब तमाशा हुआ फिर ये जो परेशानी हो गई उसके बाद ये जो टुटनखानम जो था उसने उन्होंने जिसको टुट कहते हैं और उसने वो उस गद्दी पे बैठ गया और उसने ही रूल्ड दैट देयर फॉर 9 years. He worshipped God Umun in the old days. However, he died mysteriously when Tut's mummified body was discovered. He was laid with lots of gold, wealth, and everyday items like a bronze razor, games, clothes, cases of food, and wine. Cotter discovered him after searching for many years. After researching on the treasures, he decided to investigate his three nested coffins. Some parts of the Tut's treasures in the tomb were already looted. His tomb was rocked out. His tomb was rocked cut 26 feet underground, right? Which had wall paintings on the outer coffin. Tut's face was gilded. In the first coffin, he found the garlands of olives, lotus petals, and cornflowers. It showed that he was buried in the month of March or April. The third and final coffin put Carter into trouble. The resins used to cement to the bottom of the solid gold coffin was hardened enough, making it impossible to move. He put the coffin in the sun for several hours in hope for the resins to loosen up, but it did not work. Finally, he removed the resins with the help of chisel and hammer. Cotter felt he did not have any other choice as to if he did not cut the from mummy from limb to limb, thieves would have looted the gold. His men first removed his head, then they cut off every joint. After removing the body parts, they placed it on the layer of sand in a wooden box and put it at the original place. In 1968, the mummy was x-rayed by an anatomy professor, revealed a few facts. His breastbone and the front ribs were missing. Later on, January 5, 2009, Tut was taken for CT, that is computer tomography scan, which takes hundreds of X rays and creates a three-dimensional image. The night of the scan, the workmen carried his body from the tomb in a box. They climbed ramp and stairs and lifted it on a hydraulic trailer that held the scanner. The scanner stopped working, which paused the procedure. After using a pair of spare pens, the scan was finally done. The students, after 3 hours, his body was taken back to his tomb where his body is resting in peace. Now, the conclusion of discovering truth. The saga continues. To conclude discovering truth, the saga continues. Somebody tells us that Tutankhamun, also known as a Tut, was a brave ruler of the great Pharaoh dynasty. He died a mysterious death and is resting in peace in his tomb now. Thank you very much.